Welcome to the Tom and Ray Charles podcast. Frenchy decided to wear glasses for some reason.
For those who don't know, I'm wearing sunglasses inside my room for the podcast. I don't know why. I saw them when I was walking to my seat. I'm like, that'll look cool.
They're very clearly female glasses.
Oh,
well.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what's trending at the moment.
Is it?
Do you know anything about fashion?
I don't know, but I've been wearing female underwear for a while.
So you do know about fashion, or was that just a comfort thing?
Comfort.
Yep.
I was actually saying to my girlfriend, her and her friend were talking about how chicks sell their underwear to people.
Do they?
Like creeps online want used panties.
What, look like skid marks and stuff?
I just worn. Doesn't
Okay, just worn.
necessarily
Doesn't.
have.
You got to pay
Not
extra.
all
Pay extra
underpants.
for that.
Not all underpants have
Do
skid
they
marks like
not?
yours.
Do they not?
Some people wipe. But yeah, I was saying it'd be so funny if we put an ad out there for her to sell her underpants, but then I wore them for like a month. And then we sent them and did a video on it. I reckon that'd be funny as fuck. And the guy's like, ooh.
He wouldn't know. Would he ever know?
Nah, but it's fucking gross.
So it's just one of those pranks that you never get to see.
Well, I'd do a video.
the fruit. Yeah, but is he going to watch your videos?
No, but we'd laugh.
Okay,
We'd
would
all
laugh.
have fun. He'd be like, oh, she was very sweaty.
She was a sweaty girl. I feel like I can't buy used underwear anymore because that could happen.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't bring us back some when you went to Japan.
I
was a
think
bit
you should have
disappointed.
said, I need a list. If you want
I'm
me to
pretty
buy
sure
something.
I asked.
If I go to a supermarket, I need a list of what I'm buying. Otherwise, I'll forget it. I'll walk in there and I'll be like, I'm getting milk, cereal, fruit, because that's what I'm having for breakfast. And I'll walk out with like pastrami. You know what I mean? I can't function when I'm in a store. I just get too excited by whatever's on the special or whatever the saving is.
Yeah, true. I'm not good at that either.
So does your girlfriend sell underwear or anything?
No, so it came up because she has been asked before.
Yeah.
Like years ago.
By you. By you.
No. I don't need to ask. I just steal them. No, someone once did inbox her and asked.
What about feet? I feel like girls sell feet pictures too, which I find
I've heard
weird.
of that. Oh, I'll tell you something interesting she said the other day.
Yep.
She was talking about a friend of hers who was instead of, she had like a sugar daddy from one of those websites, and she would just go to Pornhub and take footage of other chicks and send it to him like she did it, and then he'd transfer her money.
Whoa.
So like she sent like a selfie style video of some chick like fingering herself or something.
Oh,
and this guy sent her $1,500 thinking it was her.
Fucking hell.
So
That
girls
makes
that's
no
mad.
sense. That makes no sense.
Love that, Bart. That's clever. That's crafty.
No, but from the guy's behalf, it doesn't
Well,
really
he
make
doesn't
sense.
know. He just thought he paid for some.
But I thought sugar... No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome to the second podcast of the week.
Yeah, this is a special little podcast for you.
Special edition for you as the special little podcast, I believe it's going to be called.
I
That's the
guess
new
so.
podcast name. Special. That sounds creepy as fuck.
Special little
podcast.
for my children.
For Tom's children.
Oh, you precious little things.
And Frenchy's fiddlers.
Oh yeah, flick that bean.
French ticklers. The French ticklers. This podcast is sponsored by our Patreon members.
Yeah,
We
all
have
those mad dogs.
started it, and we've got a few mad dogs running. We've got our own little Facebook group.
We got a decent amount of legends.
We do, where
So-
people are posting stories. They've asked us questions on Patreon, and we're going to answer these. They're very interesting questions.
We
You
got
guys
some
will
good
love
ones.
them.
Give some shout outs. So yeah, if you want to head to our Patreon, it's patreon.com/Tom and Frenchy. We're planning our Christmas party. You get an invite to that. You can submit questions. You can get involved in our banter. All of
Every
that.
bit of money we get, we will reinvest because I don't have a gambling problem anymore.
I have a
And
job.
Tom
another
has
job that
another
pays
job
my
he can
rent.
spend money on. So
Yep.
it's all going back in the podcast, and we're like, thanks to our Patreon members, let's do a second episode this week.
So thanks, Patreon. You guys are sexy.
Ledge dogs. Okay, we got a fuckload of stories for you too.
Oh yeah, should
Tom,
we kick it off?
Kick it off with something from Patreon. Kick it off with a question, a story. What do we got?
Alright.
What do we got?
So we've got Adam Bibley sent in. Do you boys ever think about the future? Not in terms of our future, because that's bleak. We all know that. If so, do you imagine something like Futurama or something like Mad Max? Will overpopulation mean we expand to other planets or underground?
Great question.
Love that shit.
Great question. I get into constant arguments with my family about how climate change is a myth.
Oh, no.
Constant. So my brother will ring me up, and you all know Matt, if you listen to this podcast. Hello to our international listeners too, by the way.
Oh,
G'day.
yeah, konnichiwa.
Just a big g'day.
Mm.
You know, g'day from down under. And our local listeners. My brother Matt often writes in things for the podcast. Hours every week he will spend trying to convince me that global warming is not a myth. Climate change isn't a myth. I don't even know if I'm trolling or not. And my mum is insane about it.
So what are you basing this on?
My dad doesn't give a fuck. He's like, mate, it could be, it couldn't be. I don't care.
Why would it be a myth? Why would scientists waste their time?
The thing about scientists and knowledge is that I only believe it if I learn it in school. Okay? Because it's such a new thing, I learned it as I was older. They're like, oh, by the way, we forgot to teach you this at high school. Now there's a thing called global warming and climate change. And I'm like, you know what? Might be true, might not. I'm not going to be bothered to do the research to find out. I got shit to do. I was playing FIFA when you come, and I've got a character on FIFA, guys, called Donga. It's you start your own character. He starts on level 60 or whatever. And I got him to Real Madrid. So if I'd spent time looking at climate change, would he be at Real Madrid right now? No.
I guess it's an interesting way to look at life. But if you went by your kind of method, so taxes don't exist. We didn't learn that in school.
They
ATO,
didn't exist. That's why I owe the government so much money.
And the fact that you were a teacher, and there's a few flaws in your kind of teaching, I imagine. So that's a weak proposal.
No, but the climate change people are saying by 2050 we're all going to be dead. The world is going to be uninhabitable.
Is that everyone
There'll be
saying
no
that?
natural resources. Like that's what my brother's saying.
You need to expand your audience.
So I'm thinking of the future, like Futurama style. If climate change is real, we're all fucked anyway. There's going to be no flying cars, which there should be by now, eh?
There should be. But have you seen people with shit are driving on the ground? You add some falling depth, dangerous.
Honestly, I don't want to get dark on you guys' future. Actually, you tell me what you think is going to happen in the future, Tom.
I mean, I could see it going really poorly because stuff like there was that thing recently in the Amazon where they just started chopping all the trees down, and that was like a lot of our carbon dioxide and oxygen.
The Amazon was just on fire, like
but they were doing it.
Oh, so they
They were
started the fire.
burning it off.
We didn't start the fire.
It
It
was
was always burning since the
world-
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, so they started that, and it's just not looking good. There's a lot. I reckon that's going to be one of the key things we look back on and be like, oh, we should have done something about that.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be some huge disasters in the future.
There's two options for the future, and the first one's influenced by Bill Burr, comedian, just had a special, and this is why I'm thinking about it a lot. First option for the future, it all goes fine. We all marry sex robots because they're going to get so good at them that girls won't want a regular guy. They want a sex robot guy who's, takes out the trash, can change a car, can pay his tax, all
like
this
Westworld,
sort of shit.
Westworld robots.
And guys are already happy with the fucking plastic shit we got now, you know what I mean? As long as they can, So I think we could all be married to sex robots and you wouldn't know who's a human, who's a robot. They'll be so realistic. It's going to be Westworld.
I reckon people are in this culture are getting so obsessed with dogs that they're going to start inseminating
marrying
themselves
a dog
and having dog babies. So humans
half
are going to...
human, half dog.
Yeah.
So would it be like a hybrid or would it be like cat dog? One
Dog.
half would be a cat.
Dog the bounty hunter.
When is cat dog going to become a real thing, by the way?
Stitching a cat to a dog?
Was it stitched?
I don't know.
They didn't really do the
backstory.
the
I didn't see
backstory,
the
cat
origin
dog
story
too much.
But yeah, I don't know. I could see it going really bleak, but I'd like to think that like some geniuses will just figure shit out. I really rely on geniuses.
On the reels, guys, on the reels, you know what's big chance of happening? We're all fucked. Because as soon as someone launches a nuclear atom bomb, whatever they're called, everyone else is going to... Then we go back to the Stone Age. We've got to learn technology again, all
Did
this
you
sort
see
of shit.
fucking Chernobyl? That series?
Did you see fucking Chernobyl? Did that need a swear word in front of it, Tom?
You haven't seen it then,
Oh,
obviously.
was it the porn parody of it?
I wish.
The porn parody of
three-eyed chicks sucking dicks.
Chernobyl. That'd be so hot.
Yeah, but that shit, like, nukes fuck shit up.
I did not see drama, Chernobyl. I watch documentaries and I saw one about World War II, which we've talked about, Tom.
That was ages ago.
Because I love knowledge. Well, it took me this long to finish it because I got sick of it. I was like, there's no way Hitler can lose this war, and I turned it off and kept watching. Yo.
Was this like when you and that chick watched, what were you watching? OJ?
Frozen.
OJ, and she thought it
Frozen.
was real?
Yeah, but some people like...
No, she
you know,
didn't
those
know what
true-
happened. That's
those
what I meant.
those true crime type ones.
Where it's like the history's already
where
there.
the history's already there.
And they still don't realise.
Yeah, man. It's... no, this one I actually did know the history of World War II, believe it or not. And we won. Yay, communism.
Congratulations.
So, is there any other questions?
I guess we didn't really answer that very well, did we?
That's exactly what
I think we're
going to
say Mad Max.
People wanted us to ruminate. That means think in a way. I don't know. Mad Max.
The same guy.
Final answer, Mad Max.
Same guy also suggested that we get a green screen so we can improv in different environment each podcast. And I love that idea. So like behind us, we're under the sea.
Be under the sea. Okay, what improv would we be doing if we're under the sea?
I'm not
This
sure.
is like back to drama school, guys.
I need the background for my
No, you
improv.
don't. You don't. We're doing, let's do a 3-line, whatever, scene.
Okay.
Oh, gee, Ariel, you're looking so dressed up, my daughter.
Thanks. I just put some shells on my titties. What are you up to, Dad?
I'm going to go swim with the sharks because I'm the king of the underwater. Don't you go onto land, remember, or I will kill you.
Okay. Good.
Scene.
That was very good.
Does he kill her in that movie? I didn't watch the end too. I leave things halfway through.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you remember our podcast from when me and Tom went to improv school, we have regressed quite a bit. That was not good.
as good.
Can you do one where you open the scene? I'm better as like the reactor.
Where are we?
Same, underwater.
We've already done
Go
underwater.
A to C, bruv. Go A to C.
We've already done
Go
underwater.
A to C.
But that's not what we're doing. It's a green screen. You're not getting it.
See,
Jesse Westerland.
we need to go back because they taught us to be yes men. They said yes and you're saying no.
No. Jesse Westerland said, curious if you have anything cool in mind to buy with Patreon funds. I really hope you get to a point where you can do 2 podcasts a week. Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. Wow.
We all, as I said last week, we also got flyers for the podcast that we're going to distribute and get more children.
That's how adult. Whoa. That's how that's how adult we are. We're using our money to reinvest. We should really just buy a lotto ticket. It's up to 100 mil.
150, brah.
And then we can.
You can't gamble anymore, Frenchy.
Then we can. Damn it. No, lotto's
No,
not
lotto's
gambling.
gambling.
Lotto's not gambling.
Oh, vodka's not alcohol. You sound like an alcoholic. It's all gambling.
No, it would be like wine is an alcohol or mouthwash.
True.
Vanilla essence. Did you ever drink vanilla essence?
Definitely not.
I just had a little bit. I didn't have enough to get drunk though.
Was it good?
No, it's vanilla essence.
It'd be very strong.
The essence was good.
Did your shit smell lovely?
Didn't smell it this time, which is unusual.
Have there ever been times where your fans got way too touchy? I'm thinking of a podcast where there was Isaac Butterfield and Neil Kolhatka, and they were talking about how drunk chicks or 40-year-old cougars will actually grope them. Has stuff like that happened to either of you? Probably more likely you, because you do live shows.
But yeah, but you've been out at town and stuff where you've
Out
run
of
into
town?
fans.
That's
like
such
a couple
Wollongong
years
thing
ago
to
when we were
say.
going out to town. Is that not a thing people say?
Well, we live in a city, not a town.
I still say out to town when I'm going out.
I've never heard you say that before.
Because you don't come out. I don't invite you.
True.
Has it happened to you when you've been at a nightclub?
Not like fans, like old fans, because 40-year-olds aren't at a fucking nightclub.
Your fans aren't 40, bro. Your fans are like round
That's what the
group.
question was, brother.
Oh, so they had to be old fans.
Well, that's what they just said in the question.
Yeah, I missed half that question then. I get it a bit after shows and stuff. It's always when people are drinking is when I get groped the most. And it's mostly dudes, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd like to say, yeah, all the bitches on my dick. But it's mostly dudes who think it's funny to grab my cock for a photo or bite my ear or shit like that. I'm like...
Oh, a chick made me sign her tit when I came to your show.
Yeah, Tom. What was it like?
It was a titty.
It's weird. Sometimes that happens and they're like next to their boyfriend or husband.
Yeah. It
I
was
signed my missus' tit, bro. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And
As soon as I did, I was like,
I always hold the pen from heaps far away. So it's like, look, the hand's not getting on her titty. He's like, I don't care if you fuck her, mate. You're a legend. I'm like,
oh my God.
whoa.
And then you fucking her and he's like, yeah, slap her.
Yeah, put in me, bruv. Yeah, put in me.
I want to go.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that is funny. Like the whole, I think we've talked about it before in terms of, I guess it's a form of sexual assault. Like when Matt fingered my asshole, but that's still the worst one.
Happy 30th to Matt, by the way. He turned 30 2 days ago.
Fuck that guy. Me too. Hashtag me too. But yeah, when I get photos, or often when I'm just out and there's people who don't even really like, they're like, I fucking love you, Frenchy. I'm like, did you come to my show? Like, oh, nah.
Yeah.
Right. And then they'll just like grope me and stuff. But you got to, like, as a male, it's easy to take it as a compliment because you know it's going to be hard for them to do other stuff because I've been going to the gym. They can't, like, but it's still not ideal when they're like fingering my asshole.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It depends. Sometimes there's real lax security guards and sometimes they're on it. They're like, she bothering you, French? I'm like, yeah, get her
Get him
away.
the fuck out
Get
of
her
here.
away. She's like, I'm your cousin. I'll do what I want.
I remember you stitched me up. It wasn't like a sexual thing, but there was this fan. There was this fan who was just obviously on coke or something.
Oh, yep.
And you were just like, oh, Tom, come over here. Then you just put me with him and for no reason.
Yeah, no, so that's a it's called pass the football. That's definitely a move I use. It's they're chatting. I'm like, Tom, yo, have you not met Tom? Bro, roundabout crew. Even if they know you or don't know, it doesn't matter. Yo, tell him that funny joke you were telling me. Yeah, you had this sick video idea. And I'll just fucking leave. I'll leave the whole fucking room.
Yeah, I've
It's
learned.
a sick move.
That's why I don't come out anymore. All right, we've got some. Cameron Davis is looking for advice, and I thought this is good for you.
Hit me.
I'm getting ready to do a podcast with a mate from uni.
Yep.
I'm 19 and from a Christian family background.
Yep.
There's a lot of jokes I make that would never be heard at my work, family, or church, and I'm worried about if they were to hear something could happen. Is it all in my head? What do I do? How did you and Frenchy's parents react when you started your YouTube channels?
Well, here's the funniest part is that if he's starting a podcast, the only people who will listen will be his family and his friends initially. So
it is how you have to start.
They will definitely hear. They will. And here's the thing how I do it, because as I said before, my parents are quite Christian. And even then, my sister's not the same sense of humor as me. Matt's the only one, my brother, who's like, yeah, you should listen. I just say, don't listen. I go, if you say, here's something you don't like, it's your own fault for listening to it. You know what it's going to be.
But they know now, but at the start, when you were first starting out the first stuff.
The videos? Yeah, well, the first video was like a gateway. It was like a false dawn video. It was like a clever, these things you won't hear in Wollongong.
Yeah.
Their mum's like, this is quite clever.
Yeah. See, I had the same experience because I did the Canberra one. And then people kind of thought that was the direction. But I was like, I've got a real dirty sense of humor. And I know that the people who have subscribed so far aren't ready for that. And I was like, I'm just going to have to give it a go. And it's going to be pushback from some people, but you want to do what you find funny. Otherwise, you're going to not enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to do what you find funny. But I will still say that your videos are still quite clever. Like, most demographics could watch a Roundabout Crew video. Like, I don't think lately it's gone a bit edgier, but like, they're all based on solid concepts.
But
you know
that's not like me pandering. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing what I want. Whereas there's still pretty hectic jokes in there that I'm not worried about. I'm just not worried about that stuff.
What was this guy's name again?
His name is Cameron.
Cameron. It all depends also what sort of jokes you do, what you're like in real life. So if your parents know you're a little bit of a mischief maker, if they know you come in hungover, whatever, you know, you're a bit of a lad, they won't be as shocked. But
I don't think they would.
If you're in a church and stuff and you're like,
obviously,
hey,
that's what he's saying. So it's more like
gonna be a good one.
It's more like, what do you want for your future? Do you want to stay like safe in a certain box, or do you want to be yourself?
Right, make the podcast, and then every time your parents complain about it, record it, play it on the podcast. It's fucking good content.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Well, fuck, I should do that.
That is funny. You should start recording your mum and your sister giving you like advice.
Yep.
That'd be funny.
Yep.
I'm just reading through.
You're not liking some of them?
Oh, they're just not really talking points.
We got a lot of news stories we'll be coming up with two after this. We've got our classic trending topics. I don't want to spoil the stories, but there's a great one about cow cum, as usual, apparently. There's some great headlines.
So this is from Sam Carling. He says, loving the podcast.
Or she.
True. Ever thought about golf? Crouchy plays and he's abnormally tall and lanky. Looking forward to your England tour.
Thought about playing golf?
Yeah. Because Crouchy plays.
That's such a random...
And you've said that you're a lookalike.
Random questions. You ever thought about playing golf, boys? I've tried it. I play with my old man every now and then. It's fucking boring. I'm not going to lie to you. It's too hard. Golf's too hard. Like, I don't have the patience for golf. The only way I can play golf is I've got one of those carts.
Golf carts.
Golf carts. That's the one I was thinking of.
Shopping carts.
Shopping cart. And so that way when I hit the ball, like hook it or whatever, I can just drive after and get it, and it's fun. It's like, it's sort of like Mario Kart golf.
Yeah,
you know
it would make it a lot better.
It's like you don't act like you're playing golf. You're playing Mario Kart, just every now and then you have a swing. Do you know what I mean? Way better.
Yeah, no, that...
Have you played, or does your big head sort of ruin your balance?
No, it's actually a counterweight. Very good for it. Shit, I almost fell over. I haven't played much like full golf. We used to have this golf across the road called pitch and putt.
Yep.
So it wasn't putt.
Yep.
But it wasn't full golf. So it was like 100 to a couple of 100 meters. You know what I mean?
It's like 100 meters each hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yeah, bro. Yep.
But that's about the extent of it. I've gone to driving ranges a few times, which is pretty fun. But I haven't played proper golf.
Look at Tom talking about sport. What is going on right now?
I don't mind playing sport. I just don't like watching sport.
You really let your hair down later in the week. This is a Thursday podcast, and you are just fucking chatting about sport. Look at you. Did you hear the comment from last podcast? They're like, why does Tom look like a watermelon? Top comment.
Oh, because of my green shirt.
Top comment.
That's good. Because of my watermelon head.
I'm going to get to a news story, and then we'll get back into the Patreons.
No, one more.
One more. Okay.
This is from Matt Kidd. Have a Bucks party this weekend. Any good tips on what we can do to the Buck? Have you had any experiences with Bucks parties?
Most of the Bucks parties I've been to they've been pretty nice on the Buck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it depends on your group. Because I think some are really traditional in that, like, prank 'em, but sometimes it's just more...
Some aren't even prank 'em. Some are like, let's ruin your fucking life.
Yeah.
let's tie you to a train and send you off to Blacktown with $50 out your arsehole.
What type of Bucks party would you want to have?
For my personal Bucks? Well, I've got to have a few because, actually, I'm going to have 11 kids and 11 wives.
I don't know.
I went on a Bucks. Did I talk about this one? I never know when we started this podcast.
It doesn't matter.
I went on a Bucks with one guy. I was in the Gold Coast. I can't believe this. We went on a boat because you go on a little cruise around the harbour, and there's generally a stripper on it, and you just drink and have a laugh.
Yeah.
And we got on the boat, and the captain's like, "Oh, when's the entertainment again here?" And the best man's like, "Oh yeah, no stripper, mate. We're just gonna have a chat, have a few beers, look at the view." The driver looked at us like, "What the fuck is wrong with these cunts?"
Those like older Aussie blokes.
Yeah, it was like, they were like looking forward to it. I didn't want to take the boat out. I was like, what do you... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. There's a few good routes I can take you. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I get why you would do that. Yeah, okay. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's funny.
Fuck.
I guess I just want to do, for my Bucks, dress up. As long as we can all dress up.
in dresses?
No, not necessarily. Depends what the theme is.
Right, so like a fancy dress.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. I would like to hire, I want to say bus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And just drive?
Yeah. See where we end up.
Just check out the view.
See where we end up. What about your bucks?
Yeah, something not fucking crazy. I wouldn't want my, like, people to try and prank me and shit. I just want to have fun, you know?
Now we have to prank you because I know that's what you don't want.
Well, you're not invited.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be invited to yours. I haven't had any really close mates get married, so I haven't had a good, haven't been allowed to plan any of them. I've just done the classics like...
I've never done a planning thing.
You got to fuck them up, though. If you love your friend, you need to do something horrendous.
I'll tell you what's stupid in all the movies when they do it like the hangover.
The night before.
Night before. Why the fuck would you do that?
That makes no sense. Do it the morning of.
Yeah, you want to be ratchet for your wedding, just fucking out of it.
I've got a good one I want to do. Okay, how's this?
Is this for this guy's advice? This is what he should do?
Yes, for the bucks. Okay, this is what you should do for the bucks. If he has a beard, better. If he doesn't, doesn't matter. Okay, you get him blackout drunk, possibly spike his drink for a hypno.
Oh my God.
Whatever, it's a bucks. Shave off all his pubes.
Okay.
That's the official prank. Okay?
Oh, you
Got
look like a child.
Got it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
funny. The unofficial prank, you need to subtly, this is what's going to be hard. I don't know whether glue will be the best or whatever. Glue them through his beard and moustache.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And it's got to be looking natural. So it's, that's why I was like, you'd have to experiment with the best way to do this. Then, don't say anything. The wedding comes around, whatever. He'll probably keep the beard if he's a beard guy. You wait maybe a year on their 1 year anniversary. You send him the video of you gluing pubes onto his beard.
Nice.
Not to him, to his wife.
Nice.
And go, lol.
And then
You've been kissing pube beard for a year.
And she'll look up at her wedding photos and be like, I can never look at them.
Yeah, they're all ruined. How funny is that?
And then they'll get divorced. I like it. It's a long
and
game.
then he's free again.
Then you can have another bucks in a few years. It's great.
Here's what is funny. Buckses are usually tamer than hens.
Mm.
Okay, stay with me on this because guys go to the strip club a fair bit. They go out, drink with their mates a fair bit. A bucks is not a wild trip for them. It's only when there's like those 40-year-old dudes been married for a while they go crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Women don't often get strippers. They don't often fully let their hair down. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen a Hens night out. They are fucking insane,
yeah, they're usually
bro.
pretty ruthless.
One of my mates used to work at a strip club in Melbourne.
Yeah.
As like the MC, and a lot of the Hens nights would go there, and he's told me some stories that would scar your little brain, Tom.
I can imagine.
They would scar your little brain.
Why little brain?
Because big head, little brain. It's just
Gotcha.
science.
Thanks. Gotcha.
I've had one. I had one in my show in Perth last year. They had the sashes and shit. I was like, "Why the fuck are you here for a Hens night?"
That's funny.
They were just fucking, yeah, show us your dick, yeah. I was like,
You were like, Willy.
This isn't the strippers. Willy. So I hope you answered that question, Patreon guest.
So Camilla says, "Hey, pedo Tom. Yes, I am 14, but that's not why I'm here. Please give me a podcast shout out. And here is a conspiracy. Frenchy puts all the pedo stuff on you, but he is the one who got a job to be closer with kids in a physical way."
That would be too obvious. I think if you've listened to this podcast enough, you know that Tom puts it on himself. Where there's smoke, there's fire, Tom. And it's very smoky around here.
I'm like Snoop Dogg. All right, should we get into the stories?
Can we get into the stories? Thank you to all our Patreons for your questions, and I hope we've answered. Hope you've learned something from that about what's going to happen to the world. Bucks night.
If you've got some questions, jump on Patreon, and
yeah,
you know what to do.
Yeah, or just DM us.
Nope.
Now we have Instagram and Twitter.
Oh yeah.
We have Okay, so
Just search Tom and Frenchy.
we're going to tell you this on the down low. We didn't know if this podcast would be successful, so we only created one social media for it, Facebook. We're like, fuck.
We don't want to commit too
We
much.
don't want to commit too much. If it doesn't work out, we've just spent 10 minutes creating 2 other social medias. Now we think it's gone quite well. We got a Twitter, Instagram. Don't follow us on them. We're not going to do shit on there for now.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty busy boys.
We're busy boys.
But yeah, I mean, give us a
there.
like.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a follow, whatever.
There. Give us a like, give us a follow, and then say turn off notifications. You don't need to be. And also, I'm sorry for my man spreading last podcast.
Yeah, we didn't realize until we checked the footage and we were like, Jesus Christ, you can see your asshole, Frenchy.
Tell the listeners who didn't watch it.
So Frenchy was wearing tiny shorts.
They weren't. They were long basketball shorts. They just kept riding up.
And Frenchy just had his legs spread like a gymnast. And like people were like, I can't stop looking into his asshole.
Like a gymnast. That's very visual.
I know. It's a podcast.
I feel like that's a way you could hypnotize people.
Make them look into your
With
asshole.
the asshole.
Speaking of strip
Because it's got
clubs,
the rings often.
the first time I went to a strip club, I was surprised how much asshole I saw.
We'll go try a female strip club next time.
Well, that was my...
See how that goes.
What? There's female ones? That makes so much more sense.
I actually don't remember seeing arsehole at a strip club.
I've only been twice
were they
or
spreading
something.
it?
No, it was just very clear. Clear as day.
Were they? How close? How far away?
Just standard distance.
Bro, that's a great segue into one story I've got.
All right,
Let me get this story. And as you know on this podcast, we are obsessed with headlines. If it's got a good headline, we'll talk about the story. Then sometimes we read it and we're like, that's actually dark.
Yeah. We don't read past the headline.
We don't read past the headlines. We're school students. We're just, that's all we need. So, Antonio Brown.
I have no idea who that is.
He's a wide receiver, plays NFL, one of the best in the game. He's in trouble for a little sexual misdemeanors. But wait for this. You don't need to know too much. Antonio Brown's former doctor alleges wide receiver, that's the position he plays, wide receiver, didn't pay bill, farted in his face.
So Antonio farted in the doctor's face.
Yeah, so the wide receiver went in to get a checkup. Not only did he not pay the bill, he farted in the doctor's face.
Was it during a checkup? Or
Yes.
And he shamed him for it. Was it like a prostate thing? And he's...
Apparently he showed up 3 hours late, then farted several times during the session. And it doesn't say how did it get in his face, but I'm like, I guess, why was he down there?
Well, first of all, if it's happened several times, don't put your face near his ass.
But even a prostate thing is fingers. You're not putting your face down there. You know what I mean?
Unless he didn't have the equipment, so he's just spreading cheeks. And had his face in there looking up.
Do you spread him for a prostate thing? I thought you just slide him up there.
I don't know. I've never had one.
Me neither. That'd be a good podcast.
That'd be a great podcast.
So apparently, that's why I don't understand, because he's an athlete. He would have quite a good vertical jump. So was he jumping up to do it?
And you'd think he'd be quite fit, so he should have quite a strong pelvic floor to hold those farts in.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
He must have.
It was an insult.
3 hours late. That's not late. That's like you're just coming to a different appointment.
This is the player I told you about who got his feet burnt in cryotherapy.
Right.
So he before the season he was getting the cryotherapy and he didn't wear protective footwear.
What is cryotherapy?
It's like it's like an ice thing you stand in. It's like when you freeze.
Fuck that.
To aid muscle recovery.
I can't even hop in a cold pool or just a normal pool. They're too cold.
Yep, they are cold. Pools can be cold, Tom. It's winter.
Well, then fuck an ice bath.
Try it again in summer, I'm saying. And so the doctors named and shamed him. But here's what. The doctor does sound like a scam. Brown agreed to pay the doctor, called Prisk, $500 an hour to serve as his wellness coach. What the fuck is a wellness coach?
I don't know.
You can't say coach after wellness. Do you know what I mean? Wellness doctor?
Wouldn't it just be
Scam.
his doctor?
That's a scam, bruv.
Yeah.
And so apparently he still owes 11,500 in wellness tab. And so he just he owes me money and he farted in my face.
The farted in the face thing's so unnecessary.
Isn't it the best?
So funny.
But doctors would have the best stories and they can't tell them because the client, doctor, confidentiality. Fucking hell. My brother had this thing and I meant to send it to you. And he's like, you should start a segment. It's just all the words that you can't pronounce.
That's good. That is good.
Confidentiality. I can't pronounce that one. And he had chivalrous.
Oh.
Chivalrous. I can do that one.
That's not how you say it, bro.
Chivalrous.
Are you serious?
Mirror. Subtle. That was right. What's wrong with him? He's just saying words I can pronounce.
Can't say any.
Horse divorce. Oh, I hate that one.
I don't even
No,
know what that
I know
is.
that one.
What is it?
They're hors d'oeuvres or some shit.
What?
Horse d'oeuvres is actually pronounced hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Bruh.
That one's hard. Okay,
I've
you
never
pronounce this
seen-
one then. You pronounce this one.
Worcestershire.
No, that's
Nope,
wrong.
I'm right.
It's Worcester.
No, it's not.
And then what's that one?
It looks like it says sanguini, but I
It
don't
does
know what
look
that
like
is.
sanguini, doesn't it?
I don't know what that is.
So, Matt, tell us about the word sanguini. Why are we pronouncing that wrong?
That's funny, but I love that.
New segment. When we get more money.
Things French you can't say.
Yeah, we need to get those little stings.
No, I just do them.
Okay.
I just did it. Again.
Horse d'oeuvres.
I'm also the buzzer. Very budget.
Well, I wish I had a good voice just so I could do better jingles. Trending topics with Tom.
Woo!
Number one.
Number one is coming at you from The Rock. That's just the website it's on.
The website, The Rock.
Expert warns blokes to stop rubbing toothpaste on their junks to increase timing on their junk. To increase timing. That's a weird sentence. Basically, they're trying to say guys have been putting toothpaste on their dicks to last longer in bed. Which I'd never even heard of, to be honest. But
have they tried putting a condom on their dick to last longer?
They want to come.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. But that seems like a very bad way to go because the girl's going to feel the toothpaste as well.
But at least it's going to clean it out.
Oh.
Because
of the teeth, the pussy teeth.
Well, some pussy teeth, yes. Some vaginas can be smelly. Let's face it.
Oh my God.
Oh, long after a festival, you know what I mean? Long dance floor, they're going to get smelly. You put a bit of toothpaste on it before, it cleans it out and it feels good.
No, it burns.
Does it?
I remember.
Tom's done it.
No. When I was younger, we used to do pranks at sleepovers and I put toothpaste all over this kid's face.
Yep.
And we thought it was hilarious, me and
That's
this other
funny.
kid, but he woke up crying because it was burning him.
Oh.
So it would burn your dick.
Like a vampire.
No. Not like that at all.
Well, that could also work in reverse, girls, if your man's got a smelly dick. Not in the vagina because we now know it burns. Put it between your titties and then, or in your mouth. And then when you're doing stuff, you're cleaning his dick.
Right. Like mouthwash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
And then here's what you do. If he's like, oh, my dick's burning, you say, what have you got? Have you been cheating on me? You better buy me a car, motherfucker.
Nice.
Use it on him, okay?
Yeah.
So girls trying to make
Blackmail.
your man's dick burn, accuse him of cheating, and then get him to buy you some Tiffany's jewelry or some shit like that, whatever chicks like.
That's some good advice, man.
Some pizza, I don't know, whatever you're into.
Do you want to read this one? It's about to
Is it about fucking toothpaste? You go again. I like your voice.
Okay. Priests in Russia took to the skies this week to save people from drunkenness by airbombing a city with holy water.
That is the best visual. There is not a better visual than that. Like,
approximately 70 litre of the blessed water was poured through an open door of a plane on Wednesday onto the city of Tver.
that's a lot of water to bless. That is at 70 litres.
Can you just do it at once?
When we're in a drought, that's a waste.
Can they just bless it all at once, or do they have to do a certain portion?
Oh, it depends. I think it's 5 mils of cum per litre.
Right. I'll tell you what. I feel like R. Kelly missed out on an opportunity. He could have been flying peeing on everybody from an aeroplane. Just filled up a big bucket.
He didn't even think of that.
Fuck,
He did not even think about
one of
that.
those planes that comes in and drops water on like bushfires. Fill that shit with
R. Kelly.
That's good.
Imagine, so if you could sponsor those buckets, you know, the water buckets, and it was just his face or something.
The R. Kelly. The R. Kelly hopter. No,
what was the town called? What country was it in? Italy?
Russia.
I
think so, yeah.
If they had to bomb the most hedonistic town in Australia, where do you reckon it would be?
Hedonistic.
So the priests are like, "You're all sinners. We're gonna get holy water and clean you up."
Probably like King's Cross or something.
King's Cross isn't that bad, and that's a city. They need to do a town, I reckon.
Where do you reckon?
Too much Sydney to cover.
Too
much Sydney to cover. It would have to be Tasmania.
No, they're into that. They're like, keep it in the family. Yes, yes, yes. Cousin to cousin, brother to brother. That was in the Bible, I think.
That was a direct quote. Well done. Well done.
Jesus.
What plane did they take? Was it from a commercial airline and they just opened the door?
I think it was a Tiger flight, which is strange.
Like the Priestmobile? What the fuck plane are they using for that? Like a crop duster, I guess? I don't know.
Crop duster.
Yeah, that was Antonio Brown.
Although the story has been a source of amusement for many, the priest denied there was anything to laugh at, stating, "Laugh if you must, you'll live longer." That sounds like a threat.
That was like, is that a threat or not? Or some good advice? You would live longer if you're laughing all the time.
True.
It's good for your mental health.
I don't know, man.
But if you said in a priest voice, "Laugh if you must, you'll live longer."
Yeah.
I'm a priest.
I'm a priest as well.
That'd be a good podcast too. Going to priest school.
Preschool or priest?
Priest school. See, you hear what you want to hear. I'm talking about priests. Why would I say preschool?
Is priest school a thing? Do they go to school?
I'm assuming so. They'll go to Bible college or some shit.
Bible college?
Yeah,
I don't think
bro.
That's a thing.
Tom, I think it is a thing because I have friends who go there. Had friends who go there.
I've heard of like Bible readings or something.
Nah, it's Bible college because they got to learn all this. There's a lot of made up stories to learn about in the Bible.
Fuck.
They got to learn how to teach them. They got to learn how to, you know what I mean?
Bro,
drop water from planes. That takes training, motherfucker.
True.
So we should go to priest school. You hear what you want to hear?
Yeah, bro. I'm down to go to preschool.
Preschool would be fun as fuck too, man. That was the glory days. In the sandpit, having naps, eating lunch.
I don't get lunch anymore.
Or I have breakfast lunch.
Do you? Brunch. I think it's called brunch.
Because I don't really like breakfast, so I just wait and have a...
Yeah, I don't eat breakfast either. I just have black coffee.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking man.
Yeah,
just
thanks, bro.
Fucking coffee, man.
Fuck yeah, black. Don't do that. The next story, moving on from that weird racial outburst I had.
Sean Paul.
Ladybug.
Black.
Remember when we were in LA?
Was I supposed to join in on that? I didn't know what you were doing.
Remember when we were in LA? What was the chant they were doing?
I don't know. Which one? We do a lot of chants.
Don't work out where they murder black people.
Oh, yeah.
They just kept chanting.
The protest.
Fuck yeah.
The protest.
That's a good advice, guys. Don't work out where they murder black people. That's what I learned from our trip to America.
Sean Paul.
Oh, good news.
Yes.
I was thinking about America, and Taco Bell is opening in Sydney.
Ooh, where at?
I think it's like Blacktown. It's like west, but I'm fucking stoked because, I think Queensland had Taco Bell for ages, but we've never had it.
Taco Bell is delicious.
Yeah, we had it in the States, and it was fucking good.
I've got another good headline for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter files restraining order against brother Aaron.
I saw this. Dude, his brother's cooked.
His brother is fucking methed.
He's methed
cooked.
up.
But Aaron denies the charges.
It's because he's methed up, bro.
I think, I don't know.
Bro,
It's hard to know who's in the right here. If you got to file a restraining order against your own brother, remember Nick did get accused of domestic violence, so he ain't no angel.
I can imagine if he's a drug addict and you're Nick Carter and you've still got some money, he's gonna be hassling you a lot. He's gonna be and if he's coming down from drugs.
So Aaron's like, give us some money, Nick, and Nick's like, my love is all I have to give.
Yeah, nice.
Without you, I don't think I could live.
He dances the fuck out of the room. That's mad. Nah, but yeah, fucking dude, people who use ice are pretty scary.
He went into rehab 2 years ago, though.
He's cured. That's how easy it is. I think
I used to get that reference. They're like, you look like Aaron Carter. They said that to me when he was in proper Mephi.
That's pretty accurate.
What was his songs? Candy.
I want candy.
Who'd have thought?
Candy was a metaphor.
Candy was a metaphor for hard drugs.
Oh, did you see, speaking of hard drugs, Breaking Bad movies coming out on Netflix?
Don't care.
You didn't watch Breaking Bad?
Nope.
That shit is so good, bro. So good.
I'm in the minority about this, guys, but I'm sure there's a few people who got my back. It's motherfucking boring. Sorry. It's so slow. I don't have time for that shit.
It's really good.
I've heard it's good, and okay, fine.
You just watched a World War documentary.
Yeah, a lot happens in World War II. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah.
A lot happens. Breaking Bad was so slow, and all the characters are just... Every character sucks, man.
It's really
Everyone.
Brilliant
Everyone sucks.
Brilliant
Who's
show.
your favourite character?
Walter?
The gypsy?
The main guy.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes.
Yeah, he was alright. But he's like, why are you with your wife, bruv? Just fucking get some fucking balls. I only saw up to season 3. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. But that was enough. If people like, we'll just wait till season 4. I'm like, if you have to watch 4 seasons of a show, not for me.
Well,
not for me. Guys,
just let Frenchy know that he's wrong in the comments, and
you might get this one, Tom. You might get this one.
I think I will.
Yeah, let me know. Let me fucking know.
Do you want me to read you the next one? Bermuda judge is slammed by British appeal court after telling a murder trial he was starting to get horny because of the amount of sex mentioned during the case. I love that so much. That's the most inappropriate thing I've ever heard.
There's not a better headline than that.
I know that some people in this audience, their daughter was murdered. But I am getting quite barred up. Fucking hell.
So, can we get more details?
So he served as junior judge in the British Overseas Territory, Bermuda.
Yep.
During a murder trial, he was starting to get horny over mentions of sex. Defense for the accused, who was later convicted of murder, called for a retrial. Lawyer Jerome Lynch said Greaves had behaved inappropriately during the trial. Yeah, that's an understatement. The British Court of Appeal ultimately rejected the calls, but appeal judge Sir Maurice Kay said the court could not condone Greaves' outrageous comments.
So what was the exact comment? I need to know.
Let me just...
Was it just, I'm fucking horny from this trial, or I'm a judge and I am getting
very
horny.
aroused.
Horny. I don't think anyone says horny anymore either. I'm horny.
I really can't find the
Horny.
horny. No, it doesn't have the direct
I wonder
word.
if it got to the point where the judge was quizzing the witness. You know what I mean? Like, tell me more about the sex. I don't care about the murder. So the night before, what was happening? Just tell me. Be honest. What position? What position?
I think we need to know. I'll allow it.
Was there toothpaste on the cock?
He's like, please rise, and he's looking at his dick. Stupid.
I think we need a recess.
After
he's just fapping under the bench. You just see his robes moving. Crazy judge.
Everyone leaves the court. He's like, I'll stay here for a little bit. All right, this is a really great title. Frenchy teased earlier. And it is loading. Fire causes... Oh, fuck off, pop up. Fire causes 100 vats of cow cum to explode in Victoria, redefining hitting the back walls. What does that mean?
The back walls.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm assuming of the vagina.
Oh, right.
Have you been near the back wall?
Absolutely
There's
not.
not a back wall.
I barely penetrate.
100 vats. How many liters of cow cum would that be?
I don't know, but it says 100 cryogenic cylinders full of cow semen.
That's a lot of semen.
Mm.
That's someone's life. That's someone's work of art. And you're treating it like it's a joke.
Fuck, imagine that like after a few days in the sun. That'd be stanky. That'd absolutely be stanky.
I'd keep it refrigerated, wouldn't it? I'm no expert at cow cum. We'll have
No, they do, but then once it explodes,
yeah.
how are they going to keep it refrigerated?
Yeah, just got to drink it as quick as they can.
It took 10 firefighting crews some 2.5 hours to contain the blaze, a process that was severely complicated by the fact that the heat from the fire was causing pressurized vats of bovine jizz to literally blow.
Oh, fuck. And so the firefighters have to dodge exploding semen.
Yeah, it was like a bukkake party.
That is the weirdest day on the job as a fireman.
Have you seen
How
those?
would you come home and explain that to your wife?
I feel like it would have been so tense because it would have been like, have you seen people online doing that game where they twist the lever until the hand with the cream on it?
Oh, yeah.
The hand with the cream that goes up and hits you in the face. It'd kind of be like that. So the whole time it's like a Jack in the Box of cum, waiting for it to erupt.
Because it's like they wouldn't have trained for that. They've trained for fires. They've never trained for exploding cum buckets.
And imagine boiling cum to the face. That's dangerous.
That would be funny if like the fireman gets home, his wife says like, "How's your day?" It's like, "Oh, like I've got a story for you." It's like, what happens? Like, you know what I could tell you, or I could show you.
Okay.
He lights a fire and then just whacks off on her face.
Imagine if a female firefighter came home.
Okay.
The husband's like,
Yes.
"You stink of cum. Where have you been?"
It's not mine, it's a cow's. It's a cow cum, I swear.
And you didn't invite me to Thailand? Stupid. Callback from another episode.
Mate, we can do callbacks on episodes. If people miss out, that's on them.
On them, yeah.
Start earlier.
Absolutely.
At this point, I should say, guys, keep telling your friends about this podcast.
Yeah, if you don't have money to donate on Patreon, that's the next best thing.
You're helping them find good content. Do you know what I mean?
It's a favor. Laughter
favor.
is the best medicine, and medicine's expensive. Our podcast, free.
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 Free falling.
Because
do we have any more stories?
Absolutely.
We just wanted to do a quick, tight one for you today. You know what I mean? Just head into the weekend on a good, feel-good note. And I think I've told you this before, guys, is I never got podcasts at all when we started. I was like, no one's going to listen to it. And then my tradie mates were like, we actually listen to them when men. I'm like, you know what? I'm starting them. And then I started listening to fantasy football podcasts. And now I get cut when they don't release one. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to listen to while I'm playing FIFA? I listen while I'm playing FIFA. That's how good my life is.
Yeah. I've been telling you for years as well, but you don't listen to me. It has to be a couple of tradies.
Well, I'm not going to listen to your podcast.
Not my podcast.
I know you. No, but I think you've got people in your life that influence what you do. Like 100 people could tell me to watch this movie. I'd be like, nah. And then my mate Scotty goes, you should watch it. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm watching it. You know what I mean? Like you tell me to do something, I'm probably not going to do it. It depends what it is. If it's an area you're expert in or knowledgeable about, like, yeah, I trust Tom's taste on movies. Or what
would my category be in that?
Preschools. Preschools to visit.
Man, you got to send your daughter to this preschool. Great trees to hide behind.
I trust you actually in shows and most YouTube stuff, like in terms of you will know. Sometimes you tell me to watch something even though you know I won't like it. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, you should watch this even if you don't like it.
Educational
It's really
purposes.
well written. And and I trust that. But other than that, I don't think you tell me to do much.
No, I gave up years ago. Do you want to read this one?
Okay. Oh yeah. This one's good. Australian listeners, if you like sport, you'll probably already know about this one. There was a game of rugby league on the weekend. Tom, again, can you explain rugby league to our international listeners?
Soccer with different shaped balls.
It's nothing like that. But it's a form of football. And it was like a playoff match, we will say. Finals game, like quarterfinals or some shit like that. And I'll get on my phone. Your phone weirds me out. And the Brisbane Broncos, who are perennial, a very decent rugby league team, were playing a team called the Parramatta Eels. Both decent rugby league teams. They made the finals. And the Brisbane Broncos lost very badly. They lost like 100-0. Maybe 46-0 or 50-0 or something like that. And everyone was like, fuck, you guys played badly. Then we found out later that the night before the big dance, the big finals game, guess where they were, Tom?
Fucking cows.
No, they weren't fucking cows. They weren't at home, going to doing their stretches, drinking water. They were they were on the pokies.
Ooh.
And they were at Harpoon Harry's.
Oh, that used to be across the road from my house.
Tom used to live across the road from that place.
Yeah.
And they were there. It doesn't say exactly how long, but it was at least an hour, we can say. Which I'm all for. You need to relax before a big game.
No, not.
You need the flashing lights. You need the loud noises.
Not new, Frenchy. Frenchy.
Where's the gold?
You're not allowed around pokies anymore.
Do you think it's a bad thing playing the pokies the night before a playoff game?
Yes.
Why?
You should be resting or eating or doing something.
Pokies ain't that stressful. I'm saying, like, you're sitting down, you're pressing one finger.
You're having a drink.
You're having a laugh.
You're not drinking.
There's no proof that these guys drank. So that's all I'm saying.
Can you confirm whether you're still...
Oh, it was 58-0. Oh, that wasn't good.
Are you still not gambling? We just need an update.
Quick update. I'm not gambling, guys. Thanks.
Excellent.
For Ryan out there with me. It doesn't say whether they were drinking or not. Would that make a difference? What if they're on the waters? What if they're on Gatorades?
I think that's fine if they were... I mean, unless it's... Well, they make a lot of money. So unless they're spending it all and their kids are starving, I think it's okay.
I think... You know what?
If they're in control.
Bit of team bonding. I think the problem was there was only 6 of them.
I think the problem was they fucking sucked the next day.
That was the problem. Your coach doesn't give a fuck what you do the night before as long as you perform the next day. Literally. It's same when you play any sport. I know when I played soccer, is when I was younger, like youth grade, I'll go out all hours of the night before, come in hungover, and you had to play well. If you didn't play well, coach would be like, why the fuck were you out? If you played well, they're like, you should go out every week, bro. You played way better.
Yeah.
And
it's all about performance.
It's all about, so literally, and that's a lesson to all our athletes there, anyone with even social sport. Do whatever the fuck you want before a game as long as you perform on the day. Fart in your doctor's face if you want. Funny. Wow. Funny.
That is funny.
That'd be like a skit in like a bad, like, is it Kevin James?
Yeah.
Bad Kevin James movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can't
be like
stop
Wayans
farting.
Brothers as well.
Yeah, the
like
Wayans Brothers.
They're at the surgery and they're like...
Yeah, and they can't stop farting. They've just had some bad Mexican or something.
Yeah, 100%. That's like one of their
It's like a
main
real
plots.
hot doctor.
Yeah.
It's like a real hot doctor.
And they keep going... I can see it. I can see the scene.
Any more?
That's about it from us.
Yep, just nice, short and sharp, just like sex, unless you use toothpaste.
That's it. Then very long and burny. Did you eat the rest of those corn chips from last week?
No, they're still here. So we'll have them later, or we'll bring them on the Christmas party, whatever we want to do. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I've got some more shows coming up. Darwin, Townsville, Cairns, I think is the next week. And if I had to guess, do not miss out on that. It is an amazing live show.
Oh, Matt's in Darwin. He can go finger your butt.
Nope. I'm reporting him if he comes near me. I've got a restraining order against him. Actually,
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.